Hello, good morning. Now, here are the questions we've collected from the class, and most of them have been answered. So, number A and G they have been answered. We're going to repeat here for the benefit of those people who missed the lesson. Okay, first one is how to continuously duplicate objects in Flash. Basically, how to create objects using code on demand. So the key is to use a linkage from the library, and then you can use that as a template to make new objects. The second one is multiple copies of symbols on stage. How can you work out the collision instead of detecting one by one? The key is to use array. Okay, so let's start. Here's a quick demonstration. If I click on this button, I'm adding a tree on demand. Now I'm adding another tree. Okay, I can keep adding a few more trees. Now, if I click on this button, I can add trees wherever I click. So that's on demand as well. See, anywhere I click is a new tree planted. Okay, that's the first question, how it's done. I'm going to do a demonstration of that. Second question is how to detect collision of multiple objects instead of testing one by one. See, this is an eraser. I'm going to pick it up and rub this one up, drop it, detect it. This one, all the trees will be cleared, and you can see here is telling me how many trees left in the array. Okay, now it's 0. If I do it now, no more. Okay, so that's how they work. This creating objects on demand is very useful. For example, if I shoot a gun, yeah, that animation is created on demand. It only appears when you hit the board. Okay, now if you want to plant the bombs on the board, see, you can click. Now it's creating on demand. Yeah, so creating objects on demand is very useful. Okay, I'm going to show you how they are done. Okay, now let's see how the trees are created. Okay, first you draw the tree and make it a symbol or movie clip to be specific. Okay, now I've got this tree made in my library. Right click on symbol, select properties. So now I've selected already. This one should be ticked. Export for action script, which means you export what you've created on stage manually can be used inside action script. So you can use this one. And that's the key. My tree is a name you're going to use. And that's given here as well. See, let's list it here. Linkage my tree is to link the manual creation and the action script code. When you come to use it, first you have to declare the variable. So you want to make a tree, so declare var a tree. The data type of that tree you're making is my tree. So you're making a lot of trees similar to that. Okay, my tree. And that is the handler for the button, for that button to make this tree. Inside the handler, it says a tree equals to new my tree. That's the method call or function call, and this is the specific feature of object-oriented programming. Now, it's a constructor of a class. When you need an object, just call the constructor to make the new object for you. These two lines are working out the location of the tree, where you place it. So this one is saying wherever your last tree was, move it to the right by 100 pixels, and the Y value stays on the same as 50. So far, this tree is inside the RAM, not on the stage, it's not visible yet, until you add the child to the stage. And this is saying when you add the child to the stage, make sure the X value is the one you worked out there, and the Y is the one you worked out there. Okay, so that would be enough to make the tree. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, see now, first tree, second, third, fourth, fifth. Because I've made 5 trees and it's running out of space, that button of disabled. That disabling code is here. If x1 greater than 500, then you run out of space. Just remove the listener, so that button is not going to react anymore. And I've also made it, the button disappeared. Okay, that's button disappeared. Now that's the one making trees. Now how do I the eraser to erase them instead of detecting one by one, like if tree 1 is hit, if tree 2 is hit? Okay, the key is here, this line is any tree you make, you are pushing it into this array. Where did it start? The array start? It started here. See, var my trees, data type is array. So you're making a list, okay? That's, again, see, that's a creator or constructor, construct a new array. A blank array now is ready for you to use. And when you want to add things to it, you just need the push method. Okay, push it in. Every tree you've made this way, that's pushed in. Okay, so now when I want to use the eraser to take the trees out, wipe them out, I have done here. The handler says when I drop the eraser drop, stop dragging, drop it. That says check the array, how many items you have. My array length -1. Start from that value. You keep checking. Has the eraser hit test object that item? See, this one is saying the number ith item in the array. If that item is hit, then you take it out. So instead of writing tree 1, tree 2, 2, and so on, testing millions times, I'm using the array to help me. The array is a kind of a helper to organize all those loose objects. Okay, we've done this for loop before. So for loop, starting condition, continuation condition, or we call it ending condition, and a stepper. This stepper is going down instead of going up. I'm using the going down. So start from the top of the list, going down to the last one. How do you remove items from the array? It's this one. My array, my trees, splice the ith item 1 only. So only this one is removed. Okay, so these are the codes for removing the trees as well. Now, when you make the trees, the key is that to remember, push them into the array. Therefore, the array has collected all the trees you've made. Now, here's another one, push, okay? I'm going to demonstrate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I'm going to close that. I take this out, get one out. Okay, you see there, the first, when I pick this eraser up, it tells me you have 5 items because 5 trees I've made. All of them are inside the array. Now, if I erase one, now this one is telling me now you have only 4 left. Oh, that's before erasing. Okay. Notice when yeah, you see, as soon as I click it, it will tell me how many left. So now that's before clicking. Now I have 2, I have 1, no more. So now it's cleared. Yeah. A quick recap. How does this work? If you want to use array, you have to declare this one first. Set up a blank array and push all the elements into it. Now by the end, you've collected enough. You want to check if they are hit or not using this one. Using the for loop, loop through all the elements of the array. If you have 5, you start from 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Why 0? Because the first index is 0. So every time. All right, this is a quick demonstration, and if you have any problems, please comment or email me or ask me in lesson. Thank you.